So Judge 8 shows Gideon's final victories over the Midianites, but also reveals his flaws as a leader. Though he stays faithful in the battle, his decisions afterward create problems for Israel. Let's start this chapter covering the conflict with Ephraimites. The tribe of Ephraim complains, why didn't you call us to fight? All of them at the same time. Gideon comes then with with wise words saying, what I did is nothing compared to what you've done. Gideon refuses tension with humility and diplomacy, okay? Diplomacy. So then Gideon pursues the kings. That this is the next part. Though exhausted, Gideon continues chasing the two Midianite kings, Ziba and Zalmunna. He asks for food in Succoth and Penuel, but both cities refuse to help. Gideon vows he will return and punish both cities for their lack of support. He captures the two kings and defeats their remaining army. So the third part of this chapter covers Gideon's punishes the cities, okay? Gideon returns, beats the elders of Succoth with thorns and briars, okay? So then tears down Penuel's tower and kills its men. This is controversial because Gideon fulfills his threats, showing ruthless justice, possibly overreacting. So the fourth part of this chapter talks about Gideon executes the kings. He questions the two kings about the man they killed earlier, including his brothers. Gideon tells his young son to kill them, but the boy is afraid. So Gideon kills himself. Oh, no. So Gideon kills them himself. Okay? So fifth part of the chapter covers the people want to make Gideon king. Okay? The Israelites say, rule over us, you, your son, and grandson. But Gideon refuses. I will not rule over you. The Lord will rule over you. His answer sounds right, but his later actions confuse things, okay? So let's check this next part, which is the sixth part of the chapter, the gold ephod. Gideon asks everyone for a gold earring from the spoils of war. He makes a gold ephod, like a priestly garment or statue, and sets it up in Ophrah. All Israel prostituted themselves by worshipping it. This becomes a spiritual trap. Gideon intentionally leads Israel into idolatry, okay? So then, the seventh part covers Gideon's later life and legacy. Midian is subdued and no longer a threat. Gideon has many wives and 70 sons. He names one son Abimelech, meaning my father is king, even though he claimed not to be king. After Gideon dies, Israel returns to idolatry. They forget God and forget Gideon, okay? So, what are key lessons from Judges 8? The first lesson is victory in battle is different from victory in character. Gideon was bold in war, but made unwise decisions afterward, okay? The second lesson is avoid creating idols, even by accident. The golden ephod may have been symbolic, but it led people to false worship. The third part is spiritual leadership is fragile. The moment Gideon dies, Israel collapses back into sin, okay? The fourth part of the chapter covers Gideon. I'm sorry, the fourth lesson of this chapter is Gideon didn't want to be king, but lived like one. Multiple wives, gold, naming his son my father's king, all signs of acting like royalty, okay? So Judges 8 is a mixed legacy chapter. Gideon starts strong, finishing a tough mission with bravery and leadership, but in peacetime, his decisions blur the lines between the faith and ego. The people quickly return to sin after his death, showing how fragile Israel's faith really was. Okay, that's very sad. But if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Drop a comment here in the channel because I see you on the next one.